Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. Today we're going to talk about me and my GoPro10. Love-hate relationship. Okay. Has all common things that everybody's talked about, plus more. 2 years ago, this was given to me by my kids as a gift for Christmas. I loved it. I cherished this thing. This thing rested on a foam pad. It was actually laid in a pew-pew case to protect it from bouncing anywhere. This has never hit the floor. It's never been dropped. It's never hit nothing hard like that or that. Nothing. Never done like that till just this second. Okay. I'll go 6 months because I really don't remember. It's been like I said, almost just over 2 years now. You would use it and it would overheat bad. Just plain shut down after 10 minutes. That would be in the wintertime. It can be in the summertime. It shut down. It was done. Dead. So anyway, I contacted GoPro. You can never call them. I could never find a phone number to call them, but you can do a side chat with them or email. Let's talk to them. And they said, yeah, you need to do the latest update that helps with, and they told me to change some settings so it doesn't use as much battery in use. Did the settings, and I went ahead and did the update, and the update completely took this camera to non-functioning. It would turn on, but it would just turn on like start up, and that was all it would do. It was jammed. It was frozen. It wouldn't do nothing. So I contacted them again. And they just said they don't know why it's doing it. They don't understand it, and blah, blah, blah. And I hung up, and I got our big piece of fur flying through the air. That was weird. Anyway, so I started Googling it, and I should have done this to begin with. It says that version I just downloaded, other people are having the same exact problem. Okay. They tell you to reinstall the factory settings, how to reset it. Well, my camera I couldn't function it. It didn't work no more. It worked, but the functions didn't work. I mean, it all lit up. You couldn't do nothing to it. It was frozen. My son drove 50 miles, come on up, and there was a process. You take the card out of it, and you can do something with the card on a chip or do something. I don't get it. I'm not computer smart that way. He messed with it. It took him about a half an hour, and he got the thing back working again. Got that program out of it. Okay. So now we're back to settings again. I did the settings that they told me to do. So every time I did something to the camera, like trying to prove it somehow, some way, it would always last the max 2 months, maybe a month or 2 months, something like that. Okay. Next thing that started happening with it, as you're videotaping and you don't know it does it, plane just shuts off on its own. It wasn't overheating because there's a couple of times videos just started within minutes of me starting it. You don't hear it do nothing. It just plain shut off. You're done. And so you're doing all this work that you can't redo, and it's gone. You lost your video because of what this thing did. Okay. Contacted GoPro on the side again, through the side chat again. And they said, check your batteries. What batteries do you have in it? I told them, they asked if they're blue. I said, yeah, it's blue. So anyway, he says, okay, let's go ahead and change out your batteries. Your batteries are probably just on the verge of failing and going to be done. I said, all right, we'll put new batteries, even though it was like, I'm going to say no more than 6 months old. No more, okay? Ordered up another set of batteries for it. Okay, so I have the factory ones. Now I ordered up another set, and this is the set that you got then. Okay, here's another set of batteries to it. Okay, I put them in. And like I said, everything I've done to this thing, it would fix it temporarily. And I'm going to say a month to 2 months. And then she starts acting up. Something happens again or more drastic. Okay, so it's back to doing what it did before. It shuts off. And it actually, when it would shut off, I bought what is that called? A multimeter or media or something? Media something? Okay, I bought one of those for the camera, okay? Every time you had to change the batteries out, you have to flip this thing up, which I ain't got no nails, so I used to carry a pocket screwdriver. It happened so much. had a paper clip to my shirt. I had to pop that out, go in here, grab the battery tab, okay? Your battery, you got to pull on this battery tab, all right? Pull your battery out, okay. Every time. So I contacted them again, and they said, hey, we got a new latest and greatest deal for all your problems. It's going to cure everything. Download it. And I told the guy, the rest of us, I said, dude, last time I done this, it done screwed my camera up. I don't want to do it again. He goes, no, there was a problem. We fixed that problem with that download. I said, all right. So I loaded onto this camera. Camera functioned. This time it worked for, I will go maybe 3 months. I was like, oh man, thank God it's fixed. Not shutting off no more, starting up like it's supposed to. It's still overheated. It overheated the same amount of time every time. It didn't make a difference. 10 to 15 minutes max, and it's done. Okay. I know there was a side cure for that. Let's do that now. I do know you can go ahead. Oh, here's the other thing I did do. Take your battery out, okay? And I actually plugged in my cable into the computer or whatever you want to plug it in to make it run without a battery. Okay, still did the same thing. All right, so we can eliminate me saying, somebody telling me, did you ever plug that in? I did, believe me. Okay. So anyway, I've now got the new batteries in it. Everything's working great for months. And then I go ahead and, let's see here. I think it's this one here. You're supposed to pull the battery out with these little tabs, okay? Pull the batteries out with the little tab. Same thing with this one. You're supposed to pull out the little tab, right? You grab the tab, and then you do that. The tab pulls out. So now you got a battery that's stuck inside your camera. You can't, it's hard to grab. You got to get a pair of tweezers or whatever and pull it out of there. Okay. So right away, this battery was only, I don't even remember, a few months old. I don't remember. Maybe 6 months old. After the factory ones. So there you go. That's junk 3 battery. Then I start looking at more of this battery. I don't know if you all can see it, but this battery is all sold up. Almost like an egg on the sides. I can't know if the camera's going to pick it up or not. But down there. Yep. So this one is just bulging out the center. All right. Getting myself frustrated again. I haven't used this over a year, but I've been wanting to do this video. So then I went ahead and I contacted GoPro. Yeah, you need to put in the latest updated new batteries, white ones. And I was like, I just got these, I think I said 6 months ago or whatever. I said, why don't you tell me to get these to begin with? And there was never a response on a column. So I put the new updated white batteries in it. Okay, these are brand new. They're probably not even used 3 months, 2 months max. 2 months old, guaranteed. That's all these are. Okay, I put it in there. Once again, camera up, runs good for another month. But you know, every time you're doing something, a videotape, and now I am going back checking my thing. I bet you I lost over 15 or 20 videos on this camera because it shuts off when you're doing something. It's like if you're doing gardening work, you're rototilling, you're cutting trees down, you're pouring concrete. I did a slab out back that I did concrete, and this thing shut off on me. You can't just pick up the concrete. You're done with that video. You can't, there's nothing you can do with it. So it frustrated the crap out of me. So now we get new batteries in it, okay? So it's overheating. Now, I took this off to think maybe this had something to do with it shutting off, all right? Just stuck the battery and left with it and try to use it as handheld, whatever. And I'm actually watching the camera and this thing starts shutting off on its own. Just plain, you can watch it and all of a sudden it's lit up and just goes, boop, it's done. You don't hear a noise, you don't hear nothing, it's off. All right, so now I'm back to, got a hold of GoPro again on the side chat, and I asked them, I said, what are we going to do? What can we do with this thing? Because I really wanted another camera. Now we're over a year old going through all this stuff. And they told me that, well, it's over a year old now, so I think it was a year old or 2 years old warranty. It was 1 year warranty. There's nothing we can do for it. I've been dealing with this thing already and contacted them. They knew about it. That's how I knew about the new batteries. That's how I knew got my second set of batteries. That's how I knew about the updates. They told me to do them. They didn't. They said, well, all we can do is send you over to. No, they just said all we can do is have you get another camera. Is what they said to me. All right, so that's what they said. Now, here's something else that happened. If you're driving down the road, you're using your camera, or you're standing there. Okay, I'm just going to put my hand in the middle of the picture. Okay, from my hand over to this side, the picture would be absolutely perfect. From here over. You guys have been in those mirrored houses at amusement parks? You walk through and you see double vision and all that stuff. From right here over was double vision, or you can see the camera fade way out doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? This side was perfect. Only half the camera did it. So here, it was either making you go fade way back like you're falling, and you're standing still. I have a video doing my garden, and you can literally see the camera perfect, and it looks like the camera fell on the back over backwards, but this side was perfect. Okay, not knowing what the heck is going on, now I'm contacted them again, tell them what's going on. They didn't know what's happening, so I went ahead and took this off. Okay, I took this thing off, and it no longer did it for, I'll say, 3 months. And I actually did a video saying that this was the problem. I think it had something to do with it. I don't know. So anyway, the next thing that this thing did is it literally would just plain shut off. It's done. Okay. Can't do nothing no more with it. Battery's out of it. I put a new SIM card in it. They told me to do that, put a new card in it. So I had a new card. 2 more sets of batteries, all the updates in the world. Plug your little gadget in here, plug it in the wall. It won't turn on, won't do nothing. It's dead. It doesn't function no more completely. It's, if you hit the button, it lights for a split second, then you see the screen light up, and it's out for half a second. It's out. So, I mean, it's a shame. This was given to me a gift, and it didn't work, and GoPro didn't want to help. So I figured I'd give you my side of the story with my cure to this. I'll never buy a GoPro again. Won't do it. I hear people say they're great, they have a good time. Now, I have seen a lot of people talk about their 10s. I know people saying that their 9s are really good. Haven't had any issues with it. This one, I think, has had every issue to it under the sun. All right. I'm going to show you how I really feel about this GoPro 10. My heart feels warmth right now. That's it, guys. She's done.